Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a review of my LOEWE puzzle bag. This is the one in the size small. I've had this for about a year already and it's one of my loved bags, so I thought I would do a review on this. A couple of you have also requested for it. If you want to know further details about the bag itself, how it looks like, etc., you can check out my unboxing video. I will link it in the description box below. In this video I'm just going to review how I feel about its design, its functionality, and how it has worn and torn over the course of 1 year. So just for context, I bought this bag for like my mummy crossbody bag. I feel like every mom, or at least every new mom, needs a good crossbody bag because it will allow your hands to be free while you attend to your baby. And my son's now just turned 1 and I still use this all the time because I just find it easier to have a crossbody bag and go about your day. So this is where I put all my emergency supplies, so things that I need to reach out really quickly for, like disinfectant wipes, wet wipes for his face, snacks, definitely his biscuits that he needs, and then you've got stuff for me which is like my phone, my keys, etc., that goes in this bag so that I can just reach out to my side and just quickly whip it out. So I've used this pretty much, I think 90% of the weekends for about a year. This is like my weekend mommy bag. So the price wise, this was $3,000. I have the receipt here. This was $3,290. The price is slightly higher than like your crossbodies of similar size that you get in places like Gucci or Prada. So it's definitely on the upper end of the price scale. So stay tuned to see whether the price is worth it. So first of all, let's talk about design. Design wise, it's a very minimalist, classic type of Italian style, whereby the whole logo mania that's happening at the moment, that's not touching this brand so far, as I can see. In terms of even their newer designs that's coming out now, they tend to be very like minimalist on the logo. The logo is just a small little portion right here, but they focus a lot on the kind of the structure of the bag itself. So what I like about it is that it looks like it can be worn for formal or informal wear. So you could technically bring this to work if you like very small bags, because you can just link it on the crook of your arm. And right now they have a lot of designs for the thick shoulder straps, which I have a few that I have on my wish list, and you can actually just link it up here if you do not want the long strap, because the long strap tends to make it a little bit less formal. So if you want a more formal look, what I've done is I've put scarves around it, structured, but it's kind of floppy at the same time, and that's what I like about it. Right now this bag is stuffed, so I'm gonna take out the stuffing in here so you can see what it looks like in real life. Okay, so this is how it looks like with nothing inside. As you can see, I've been very impressed with how it remains like sort of structured without any kind of hard leather around it. So the only harder leather, I guess, is at the base, but other than that it remains structured very well. When I got it, I was kind of worried because the design of it is a little bit more boxy than the usual crossbody bags that you see out there, which tend to be very flat. So but it hasn't become any issue for me. In fact, I like that it's boxy, because I think because of the boxiness it has allowed me to, you know, use it for a couple of looks, even for work. So color wise, this is the one in red. I don't know what the official like color code for it is, but it has a lot of different designs. They have different designs that each panel actually has a different color, but I love this red. It goes with everything. I've never worn this with an outfit where I felt like it didn't go with my outfit. The other thing is the handle. So this handle, and I think some of the other brands are starting to use it, but not a lot. Like in terms of crossbody bags, I think the only other sort of brands that I've seen are like Valentino has like a little handle around it, but it's not very common for small crossbody bags, and I love this handle. I think this handle just makes a very big difference because you could just carry it with on the hook of your arm like that, or you could just carry like that, or if you're very small you could even carry on your shoulders. The back strap is also really pretty. It's one of the, you know, the thinner designs of back straps. It's very comfortable, again very minimalistic designs, and I love that the strap can be taken off and on because some bags don't give you that option. This is how it looks like on me. And sorry, I have like super loungewear on at the moment, so this is how it looks on me in terms of how I would usually carry it. I tend to carry it kind of like in front like that, and this zipper here is very good because it has this small flap in here, so usually I would put things in here and I wouldn't necessarily have the time to like zip it up, but because there's this flap here, it kind of keeps it protected. No one can actually, it's difficult for someone to go in and take something from your bag, and then when you have the time you can just zip it and it gives you a little bit more smarter look, but even with the zip open it looks nice. So I typically carry it kind of like that, and I would carry it like that by the side also, and if you want you could carry it by the side like that, maybe a little bit shorter. It would look something like that. And most of the time if I don't need, or my baby's in the stroller, I would just carry it kind of like that. It gives it a little bit of a tie look. So on to the functionality of it. So as a mommy bag and as what I wanted it to do, which is to help me during my mommy duties, it has done a really good job. I'm able, because of the free flow, when I say free flow, it means that there's literally nothing like inside here. It's just a small little pocket, but you could put literally everything here. And because it's a kind of a softer texture and it's boxy, you could put little containers of snacks in there. You could put your phones and everything, even snacks for yourself would fit in here. Small little water bottles fit in here as well. So I really like that about it. It has literally been not filled to the brim. I think I usually fill it half of the volume capacity, but it's just really easy for me to reach in and take whatever that I can get. The strap, which I showed you guys earlier, the length that I showed you, I'm 1.75 meters 5'7", I think that's around there, and this was too short for me with the original like holes that they had, so they had to punch a last hole there. So this was the longest that it could go, but I do wish that the strap was even longer so that it would fall right at my hips. The other thing is for the back pocket that you see here, so this is a slight you know, it's a very small back pocket. It's probably the size of this area right here. It's not very deep, it's also not long enough. It's kind of odd shaped. It's not very functional to me. Even if I were to put my BlackBerry in here, which is much smaller than my phone, you can see that it peeks out from there. You can kind of try to slot in, but not really. My Samsung S9 definitely goes like up here, so usually what I keep in here are his biscuits that I can actually take very easily, or used tissue paper, because it's just not very functional. So you could put like little bits like this, but then it would be jutting out from the back. You want to put something flat like your phone. So that part, if it just kind of extended till here, it would have been perfect because it comes with a zip as well, and you can kind of zip it up. The things that would make it even more functional, but all in all I like the whole functionality of it. Now wear and tear, which is probably what you guys are most interested in, because I've had bags that do not wear well at all, even if we are not using it. And I'm not like an expert when it comes to leather bags and how they wear, but I'm very impressed at the way this has worn. So let me give you some context first. So the context is I wear this pretty much every weekend for about a year. My 1-year-old son has stepped on it. He has stepped on it with his bare feet, with shoes. My helper recently, she did, God bless her, but she didn't know, like, you know, how to handle bags and stuff. So she literally put this in my drawer and she like, it was squashed like this. And I was so horrified, but the moment I used it and I shaped it with the fillers and stuff, it has gone back to its shape. At first, I was very worried about where I was putting it, how I was using it, etc. But after a while, because I kind of noticed that, oh, it's kind of holding its ground, even though it's been kicked around and stuff, I just didn't really care what I did with it. So now it's kind of just being thrown around. So with that in mind, I'll show you how it now looks after 1 year. That's how it looks like. The handle, the top part, the bottom part of the handle, the inside of the bag. Structure wise, I don't think it changed that much from when I first got it. I think it was already like kind of had this floppy shape to begin with. Maybe just right here it has started to become a lot more softer, but the shape is generally still there. So I am very impressed with the leather and just kind of how the way they treated that. So and you know, these kind of things, it could go very wrong, but I don't know, just the way that it's been structured, it has held its shapes. In terms of the coloration, I can see a little bit of, you know, a little bit of darkness here, and yeah, bear in mind there has been vomit, there has been milk, there has been stuff that's spilled onto this bag. There's a little mark here which is like a scuff like here, but it's like, and then I think, yeah, there's this little white item here which I think is a mark as well. So I need to get this cleaned, and I wanted to make sure that I did this video before I get it cleaned. But definitely the redness, I think, has gone a little bit darker. The white threading right here still is pretty much very white. It hasn't gone yellow or anything. Okay, so the hardware itself, I've never really inspected this, so let's inspect it together. So that's how the hardware looks like. It's still very shiny. Of course you're gonna get scratches, etc., but I don't see anything. It's just the normal scratches. I think you have to be realistic when you wear these kind of bags, and I put them in and out every time I store them, so there are like the usual wear and tear scratches on like the insides of here, but nothing like that's gonna make me cry or anything. Leather, because it is grained, it also makes it very scratch resistant. I don't see any scratches, and that's very impressive. I don't know what the make of this leather is, but they did have a smooth leather, I think. Yeah, they have a smooth leather option, but I never buy smooth leather because I know that I would get it scratched. How I actually keep or store this bag is similar to my other bags. I basically put a lot of fillers in there, so there's this big chunk that basically goes in. So that's how it looks all stuffed up. And the lightweight also is not like heavy or anything. It's a very lightweight leather that they've used. And then I put it into the dust bag, which is the most like minimalist dust bag ever. It's just completely plain. It has a little bit of logo right there. All in all, I love this bag. I am very impressed with it. It's a well-loved bag, and it's just well worn, and I'm just really happy that it's still, you know, it still looks very good and still very much functional. I think I'm gonna continue using this bag for many more years to come. I want to upgrade it by getting like those smaller strap and trying to figure out what is a really nice scarf to put over this, so little things like that. I would give it about like almost 5 out of 5, but because of the little imperfections that I spoke about earlier, I would give this a 4.7 out of 5. That's my review of the LOEWE puzzle bag, and I would really appreciate if you thumbs up to this video and subscribe as well. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.